Hello, this is Mr. Leopold. Welcome to What's the Bottom Line? As you see on the screen, we're going to do negative numbers right now. Some of you are thinking, oh no, negative numbers, oh no, I'm going to run away, hide, no, plug my ears, no, la, 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 la. Okay, calm down, it's okay. We're going to get through this, negative numbers. Different ways of looking at negative numbers that are helpful. One way is temperature. You know, if it's negative below 0 degrees, it's a negative, say, 6 degrees. If it gets 2 degrees colder, then it's going to be a negative 8 degrees. So temperature is one way of looking at it. Also, a number line is important. You know, if you look over here, we have a 0 point right there, and then up numbers to the right are positive, numbers to the left are negative. So if you go this way, then you get negative. Down below here, there's the ordered. We're going to graph some ordered pairs this year. And the coordinate grid here is shown where you have negative numbers to the left here and then down, and so we got positive numbers and otherwise. So we're going to need to use this year. So I'm going to start off with money. That's actually my favorite way of looking at negative numbers. Money. Think about it. If I owe you, or if I have $5, and then somebody else gives me 5 more, and another person gives me another 5, then I have $15. So it's 5 plus 5 plus 5. Now, if I owe money, that's like a negative 5. That's like a negative $5. So owing money, you're in the negative. And then, of course, if I lost another $2, negative 5 plus a negative 2, then I'd be at a negative 7. For instance, if I owed you $5 and we had a little bet and I owe you 2 more, now I owe you $7. So that's one way of looking at it. Now, on the number line here, if you start off with, say, remember if I said if I have $3 and then I get 2 more, now I have $5. Or you can think of the negative numbers. If I owe you $3 and then I owe you 2 more from that little bet we have, now I owe you $5. And this the negative 5 and the positive 5 are called opposites. They're opposite each other. But if you visualize the number line, it will kind of help you to get a feel for how negative numbers work. So follow up on what I said before. Suppose there's 3 different people, and they each give me $5. So I have 5 from one, 5 from one, 5 from the other. Then I have $15. Now you can also think of it as multiplying, of course, and I'm focusing on multiplying from here on out. So 5 times 3 is 15. No big secret, right? But now if you have negative numbers, let's see how it would work with multiplying negatives. So you have 3 more down there, and then we have a negative 5. I owe this little guy $5. I owe this little guy $5. And I owe this person $5. So now in total I'm $15 in the hole, or negative 15. So multiplying, you can see a negative $5 times 3 gives me a negative 15. So that's what I'm focusing on, the multiplying with negatives. So you have a negative and a positive, and then you get a negative, right? So we can make a bunch of rules for that. Multiplying, we have a positive times positive is positive. Everyone kind of knows that. That's kind of, we got that. And now if we have a positive times a negative, and then we have the negative, you know, and it doesn't matter the order. If it's 6 times negative 8, you get negative 48. Or if you have a negative 6 times 8, you get the negative 48. So the order doesn't matter, but anytime you have a positive times a negative, you get a negative. So we're discussing multiplying. Okay? Adding and subtracting, rules are a little different, but right now we're doing multiplying. And so if you multiply a negative 6 times a negative, yet you get a positive number. So we already know, let's go back to the beginning. We already know positives, they're simple. If you positive times a negative, it's going to make it negative, right? So 2 negatives, kind of the only choice left to us is to do something different, and it's a positive. And so trust me on that it's just a positive number is your answer. So for the next class Connect, I want you to make up your own equation with multiplying positive and negative numbers. For example, negative 5 times a negative 5, it gives me a positive 25. So make up your own numbers. Instead of using an X, I want you to use like an asterisk, or you can use parentheses. And you can throw in some variables too. That's the next thing. Try and make up your own little equation. For instance, 2C means 2 times C, and then I multiply it by another positive number. So everything here is positive. It's 2 times C times 5 and 2 times 5 is 10, so I get 10c. So it's kind of like we're simplifying, we're actually multiplying numbers. If that was a 2 times c times negative 5, it would be a negative 10c. So make up your own, make up 2, 3, 4 of them, whatever you want to do, and bring them to Class Connect, and I'm going to give you into a breakout room, and you can kind of write this down on the board, and we'll see what people come up with. You can get kind of simple, start with simple, and you get a little more complicated, but like I said, remember these rules for the negative numbers. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye.